Y'all, another episode of the Nick Gates Show. Still doing some laminate flooring. Still got this transition. This one's a little tricky though. I'm gonna have to show you. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in a bit. All right, y'all, thanks again for watching the Nick Gates Show. Let me show you about this one and why it's a little tricky, right? So I've done my row here. We're in a hallway, and we're in a transition going into the laundry room. And yes, I am laying this laminate flooring on top of the tile. Watch my full-length video. I'm installing it all over the first floor. But anyways, back to the point. So I started ripping our pieces going down along this wall here. You see, I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit. You see how this edge is just under there, right? So I notched out, or actually ripped along here. This is just like a 90-degree angle right there, and I was able to install this whole piece right here and just take my block and hammer and push it that way, and I measured just right. It butted up against that next piece. Problem down here is, though, I can't, so it's going to go up against that wall right in that corner, but I can't just put a piece in here and, hammer it this way or that way. I just can't do it. So here's what we're going to do. Trick of the trade, y'all. Trick of the trade. So if you can see, I'm going to put another piece here. Right on here, there's like a lip right on top of here. So we're just going to take a standard utility knife. I'm going to just trim that off. So basically when I put a new piece in here, I'm going to actually start it. It's going to lay on top of this piece. As I push it to the right, it's actually just going to fall and be exactly level. We're going to put some wood glue in there, and it's going to fall right in there. So let me prep our pieces, make some cuts, and I'll be right back. All right, get in here close because I want to show you this bit. So this row and the next row is going to be both a little bit different, but I want to show you what we're going to do here. So first, look right. Can you see right at the edge of here? You'll have to get the camera down just level with it. So you can see there's a lip right there, right? So typically a piece would go in there and then it comes down and it locks in, right? But what we're going to do this time is we're going to take our utility knife and just score this to where there's not a lip. That way I can put this underneath another piece and just basically slide it underneath there. I'm going to put wood glue down in this trough here, and the bond's going to be, it's going to be plenty strong. That's not a concern at all. But we just got to make sure we're going to take this lip off the whole way. And down here, look on the floor, same thing. I don't know how good of an angle we can get on this, but if you're looking at it over here and you bring it, look at the camera from this angle. All right. So right here, this piece is already installed there, right? But see, it's got that lip right there. So again, we got to take our utility knife, and I'll show you here in a second, but we're going to score that down to where that lip's not there. And so that way, when I take this piece and I've hammered it and I slide it in here, right? This is simply just going to fall into place, right? This edge right here, and this is just going to fall right over the cliff here and fall right in there. And I also, if you see on this piece, I've got to also file this down. Again, I'm going to take my utility knife and I'm just going to score this off. That way, these two pieces are just going to butt up right against there. So here, let me show you. I'll demonstrate right here what we're going to do. So again, taking my utility knife, and it doesn't take much, y'all. This is a real soft material, right? So just score that. And you may have to do a little bit at a time and do some trial runs to see if it's, if you need to take more off or not, right? But so you just take your utility knife, slowly scrape that and score it. So that way, again, it's just going to fall right in there. And then once you do get to the point to where you put it in, and if it's not completely even level with this surface here, then you know you got to take it up, score off a little bit more. I think this is gonna be good. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but then we'll do our other piece. We're gonna be good to go. All right, second part to this right here, right? So we got this piece right here. We don't want that on there because again, as we're pushing our piece over, we want it to fall right in line, right? So I gotta take this off best you can, but it shouldn't be too difficult to do. If you got a sharp blade, be very careful when you do this too. I don't want to pull it to me, but anyways. You want to try to file that down to where it's pretty much just a flat surface on the side there. I think just about got it. Perfect. Let me show you here, right? So before, we had that lip coming out there. Now I took my utility knife, I've scored that. So that way, it's just a flat surface. So when there we go. See what I'm talking about right here? So as I'm hammering this over here, this is gonna fall right. I have to hammer it a little bit more in there. I'll get my block and everything, but basically, you see what I'm talking about, right? So it's gonna have a flat surface there. As soon as I get it over that edge, it's gonna fall right in that trough there. So, I'm gonna score a little bit more. I need to score the lip off of this right here, off this long piece, and then I should be able to slide this underneath there. It'll go right in. With some wood glue, we're gonna be good to go. Y'all, any kind of wood glue will work, but I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna apply this glue at. Then I'll show you, we'll start tapping it in, make sure we can get it a good joint. Now, you're probably, after you put this in, probably gonna have about 10, 15 minutes to where if you need to make any adjustments, take your utility knife, score off a little bit more, you can. So you're not, you got some time to fix any mistakes you got. So let's look down here, I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put this wood glue at. So, on this one piece here, where we scored off the bottom, I'm just gonna put this wood glue right in that trough there. Okay. Now this piece, I've got to turn it around now, just because I want to show you, but I'm gonna put it in here as well. Because again, it's gonna slide under here, right? So I want it to join up against underneath there. Now, this is gonna be the fun part, y'all. Let me get my block and hammer. I may not even need that because of how this piece is cut, but we're gonna try to get as close over here as I can. I tell you what, let's get a shot from above me so we can see it even better. Let's go straight down, and I'm gonna show you right here. Right here. Right, so this is our straight edge. I filed that off there. So let's see if I can get that in there where it just goes over and it butts right up against that edge pretty good. See that? So it's almost there. Be very careful. You don't want to damage the end of your flooring. Come on, a little bit more. See if I can push it with my hands in there. A little bit more on my block. I think that right there, y'all, is gonna do her. Bam! So you see that goes in there like that. And let me get, I need to bring it up underneath. I'm just gonna pull this back. Get my block in there so you can't do it by hand. See if we can butt this right in there. now you see how that got put right in there. Let me get my pry bar. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put this back over there. Let me see if I can get this in here. There we go. Oh, look at that right there. So now we've got a smooth surface. I'm going to take my block and hit it back this way just a little bit, just to get that even as well. That right there, my friends, is perfect. It lines up perfectly this way. This way, we shaved enough off of our lip. You can run your hand across there and you can really see if there's a lip right there or not, or if it's, you know, sitting good. And y'all, we are looking good. Y'all, this is Nick Gates Show. Got several videos on transitions with your laminate flooring. Our next row is going to be a little tricky too. But same thing, check them out. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm Nick Gates. It's the Nick Gates Show.